What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna teach you about reality distortion fields, and I'm gonna teach you how to make one, the power of metaphor, hyperbole, charisma, confidence, all that good stuff to basically manifest your life exactly how you want it. I hope that made sense, because to be honest, I just learned about reality distortion fields yesterday, but I feel like I've been doing this my whole life, so it's not that new of a concept to me. I just figured out what the fuck I've been doing this whole time. So let's get into it. RDF, reality distortion field, basically it became popular because of Steve Jobs. So I was watching this podcast YouTube yesterday. I forgot what it was called, but it was with Russ, and he was talking about how basically the power of delusion, and like how you can use that for your advantage to create your reality. So I watched that interview and I was kind of just like, and did all this research, and I was like, dude, like I've been doing this shit and I need to tell everybody about it right now. The term was coined by an episode in Star Trek to describe how aliens could create a brand new world using mental force, which is pretty fucking sick. And then it was brought up again to describe Steve Jobs' success. There are so many YouTube videos that you guys can look up, and apparently like this is in his autobiography, in his biography, because he didn't write it. They say that he had a reality distortion field, and this is why he fucking was able to make Apple so successful. So it says that RDF was Steve Jobs' ability to convince himself and the people around him to believe almost anything with a mix of charm, charisma, bravado, hyperbole, marketing, appeasement, and persistence. So those are all the yummy ingredients for RDF. So basically what I interpreted that, and what I think that means, because I literally do this, is believing in yourself so much, basically being delusional about your reality almost. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to make your own reality distortion field, because I definitely have one. This starts with self-confidence and affirmations. So in my last video, I talked a lot about affirming yourself and how important it is for your self-esteem. I cannot stress this enough, guys. Affirm yourself. Tell yourself every single day that you are worthy, that you can accomplish anything, that the impossible is fucking possible. Because how the fuck else are you gonna make shit happen if you don't think it's gonna happen? Like, period. That's just how it works, plain and simple. If you think you can go to the moon, I promise you in a couple years you're gonna go to the moon. And I constantly look back on my life and all the wishes that I made and all the fantasies that I would have when I was younger. I'm literally living my dream life right now, guys. Like, I literally can't even believe like how grateful I feel, just because like I always just believed that this was gonna be my reality, and it is, you know? No matter how many times people would tell me, you know, that I need to work like a 9-to-5 job, or I need to do this or that to be successful, that simply just wasn't my reality, and I always knew that, and I created this world for myself. And even when people thought I was delusional when I was talking about the things that I want to do and what I want to accomplish, I would just be like, yeah, like I'm gonna do it. So, and they would believe me, like, because so that's where all of those ingredients come in. Having the belief in yourself that you know this shit is possible, having the charisma and the passion to talk about it and put it into reality. Your words are spells. What you say will come true, especially if you believe in it, especially if you work towards it. Getting those to believe in you around you is only gonna make that it's like a manifestation field. It's gonna make it so powerful and so strong, because you have all of these people who believe in what you're saying, who believe you, even though you're saying very like crazy things. Like, for example, like I'm gonna get 1 million subscribers on YouTube in 3 months. If I told that to somebody, especially someone who's been on YouTube for a long time, they would be like, okay girl, like you keep thinking that. But I promise you, if you believe in this reality, if you live in that reality, it's gonna fucking happen. Like that's just how it works. No matter what they say, no matter how many people tell you that it's not gonna work, it's not gonna happen, it's impossible, if they laugh at you saying like, you know how many other people have tried to do this and they weren't able to, all you have to do is just carry on and keep doing your fucking shit, because at the end of the day, the only person that's gonna show up is yourself, and no one's gonna be able to make something happen better than you can, better than how you envisioned it in your head. So another really important part of creating your RDF is the power of metaphor. So I also just listened to this in a video about Steve Jobs and how he would use the power of metaphor to convince other people in his dream. For example, and I really like this example because I do yoga, and if you do like any kind of exercise, you might relate to this. So, you know, like when you're doing poses or when you're working out and the instructor is like, they kind of give you a metaphor in order for you to fix your posture or the way that you're doing the exercise. So if you're bending over and they tell you to completely let go like a rag doll, your mind automatically makes this connection to that metaphor to just change the way that your body you thought you were hanging like a rag doll before, but once she said that metaphor, all of a sudden so much tension releases and you're just hanging, right? That's just like a crazy example of how you can use metaphors to change the way, to go beyond what you thought was possible. I thought I was already hanging as loosely as I can, but once she made that metaphor, I was way looser. Like I loosened up way more. Or if you just work out, you know, when your instructor tells you or your trainer tells you to put your belly button in, or like to like put your belly button to your back, and all of a sudden your posture fixes, or the way that you're doing the exercise is better. That is how you can use the power of metaphor to basically manifest your reality, you know, because I made it my reality via metaphor. I'm like so excited to talk about this. So also they say charisma. That's a huge part of RDF. Now, I know a lot of people believe that charisma is something that you're born with and don't necessarily, like, it's not something that you can practice, but that's bullshit. I, for so long, my whole life, would call myself an introvert, that I'm not charismatic, that I have to try extra hard, that I have to try harder than my friends to make friends. These were thoughts that I would always tell myself, but they weren't true. And only until recently did I kind of change that mindset, where I was like, you know what, I'm a fucking extrovert and I am charismatic, and when people talk to me, they can feel my energy, they can feel how abundant and I am and how happy I am, they can feel the love that I'm trying to give to them. Type beat. I think that having a reality distortion field is imperative to making your dreams come true. Reality is in the perspective of the beholder, if that makes any sense. You know, the way that I view reality, the way that I view reality and another individual views reality is going to be completely different. Even if we're both in the like, oh, this is the real life state, the way that somebody perceives an experience is going to be completely different than I perceive that experience. So why not make that reality exactly how you want it to be, exactly how you want to feel? Why not change your perspective to make everything seem positive? Because everything happens for a reason, and there are limitless opportunities for you. Reality is limitless. Like, that shit has multiple dimensions. Like, I promise you, you can jump over whatever the fuck you want. You can do whatever you want. Distort your reality, girl. Like, fucking do it. Or boy. I feel like there's a lot of stuff on the internet that kind of gives RDF a negative connotation. Like, for example, right here on Wikipedia, it says, see also, big lie, brainwashing, charismatic authority, cult of personality, gaslighting, hypnosis. Those are all the similar terms. I believe that if you have the right intentions that you are not gonna be doing, you know, if you have good intentions and, you know, you're focusing on yourself and you're focusing on your own reality that does not affect other people's realities. I don't think about other people's realities or like what's going on in their life. I'm just thinking about what I can manifest for myself. Then you're doing good. And I think this is so important to manifest your dreams, guys. I can't even tell you how many times I affirm myself in ways that it's almost like a lie, just saying things about myself that I want to believe, and I eventually just became that. Even though maybe the affirmation started off as a bit of like, oh, like, girl, check yourself, check your reality, because that's not true. In just a few months' time, I made that shit my reality. So what's the problem, right? Like, what the fuck is the problem? Make your reality, affirm yourself, even if you don't feel that way. I don't care if you don't feel like the baddest bitch on earth. Tell yourself that you're the baddest bitch on earth. Like, that's how you fucking do it. That's how you love yourself. That's how you create the reality that you want. Stop thinking that your reality is out of control and not in your hands, because it's not true. It is. It's so, I can't even explain this. Like, it's so in your hands, guys. Like, you have the power to make anything happen. You have the power to view things how you want it to. And that's it. Like, that is literally it. Oh my God, I just fucking went off. Just fucking do it, guys. Like, just do it. Flip the switch in your brain. Reality check. Like, a lot of people tell me I can persuade people very easily. And I do think that has a lot to do with the way that I view reality, and because I just believe. And when people tell me that they want to do something, I'm that person that's like, all right, like, what are we gonna do to make that fucking happen? Like, what are you gonna do to make that happen? Like, what are the steps that you're taking to make your reality come true? Like, make this reality come true. I think that being able to believe in other people and their success definitely helps with believing in your own success and yourself, and then other people believe in you, and then all this energy that we're sharing of believing in each other and creating these realities just makes everything so much stronger. Sorry, I'm screaming. Okay, I want to read this to you. It's from this article, Elite Daily. It says, we can all create such a reality distortion field around us and simultaneously use manipulation tactics to achieve our goals more efficiently. There's a certain beauty to the concept of such a field. We all think about the lives that we want to one day be living, the way that the world will appear to us, the way that we would feel in living in such skin. We think about such a life as something that we are aiming to live sometime in the future. The trick is to live in the world now. You have to create a reality distortion field to believe that what you're doing is right. Believe that what you are doing is important. Believe in the goal and believe that you will accomplish what you set out to accomplish. It's basically making your future reality, that reality that you've been fantasizing about forever in the shower, when you're fucking upset all the fucking time, that reality that you want so bad. All you have to do is time travel that shit back to the present and live your reality now. And then, like, hello, that's how it works. Like, now you're living in that reality. And it's all about affirmation and just like believing it in your head. It's all in here. Your mind controls so much of what's happening right here. Your mind literally controls the reality. If you believe you're the baddest bitch on earth, best believe a lot of other people are gonna think the same fucking thing, okay? So that's RDF, and I'm sorry if this video was a little all over the place. My energy is so high, and I just want you guys to know that making your reality is so possible. And I just wanted to like throw this fancy term at you because it's fucking science. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Oh my, that was actually cringe. Okay. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like these kinds of videos, please let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Slide into my DMs, all right? Because I'll talk to you and we can chat about life and shit. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time.